So I'm just going to press on with these bollard shapes. I'm going to look at this interesting top shape. I know it's very simple, but it throws up a couple of interesting modeling solutions, as it were. So there's a couple of approaches to making that kind of slice in a cylinder. So we can just simply make a cylinder here, maybe 0.5 I think is good, and yeah, that looks fine. So one method is simply to turn it into an editable poly, and this is like the destructive way of doing it. So if I show edges, we can simply use a slice tool to chop off the top like that. Dunk. Then I can select all these polys at the top. There we go. Delete them. And then I can cap this. Cap poly like that, and we get that kind of thing. And then I can just finish it off if I wanted to kind of make things smooth. So let's do faces, inset, like that. And then it'd be useful to kind of maybe get my edge loops sorted out. So let's just look at that quickly. So if I select the boundary, then I can go to edge mode. I can just deselect that one, that one, that one, that one. I can bridge like that. Select that ring, connect, target weld that bit to there, and that bit to there. I don't need the bottom of this bollard because it's going to go through the floor, so let's delete it. And I got one last swift loop to do here, like that, and now I can turbo smooth it. So that's one way of doing it. So another way to approach this problem is to use a modifier, and we can do this kind of effect with the Skew tool. So let's look at that. So, and this allows me to kind of take an existing object and modify it. So if I can add a Skew modifier here, and then I can spin up the amount. Let's just make it be like 1 meter. We get like some crazy warp. Let's dial it down a bit. And you can see it's going the wrong direction, so I can choose an axis, has various effects, and I can set the rotation. So I think I'm just 90 degrees out of phase, so there we go. But you can see that's messed with the bottom as well as the top, so I don't want that. Now limit effects works in the current axis like that, so I need to do something a little bit more sophisticated to get this to work. And what I'm going to do is use a volume select tool, select vertices, and I'm going to replace them, and now I can drag that gizmo up and down, and that will define the selection area for my skew, like that simply. So this is like a destructive method. The effect is baked in, and this is a non-destructive method. So I can now go back and say change the number of lathe segments, and the skew effect remains.